Good morning, everyone. Good morning, family. Hi, this is Arzu Mountain Spirit coming to you live from my garden here in beautiful southern Belize. So much has happened. Had a lot of rain, a lot of rain. Not complaining. Really appreciate the wetness, and have been developing the garden, kind of listening to the plants. So a few changes. I've made a few changes. I am redoing the ground. The last time I had put sawdust, if you remember, on there, and the sawdust, it just wasn't enough. It just kept going down and down and down. But what had happened was, while I was working on the garden, a piece of fabric had accidentally been left on the ground. And when I went up to pick up the fabric, underneath was this beautiful, rich, black, nutritious soil. It smelled delicious and it was packed with worms. So I said, well, maybe this is a way to capture the nutrition for my plants so that when the water runs through here, they don't they don't get starved to death. So what I did was I went and I got some fabric and I put it around my plants. So it wasn't permanent yet. I did this a few days ago and then I let the rain come. It didn't wash it. And then I decided to just give them a little border like. So I found these rocks that were laying all around. They were free. So I started using the rocks and the pebbles that I found laying around to create this garden quilt. So it's a mosaic on the ground. Even the leaves and twigs that fall look like artwork. So I went in the house and I just started looking for fabric I didn't have, but I had a lot of old clothes that I was going to give away, or that I was kind of just waiting to see what to do. So I had this skirt. I took off the waist and it wrapped around beautifully around this watermelon plant here. And it just looks like it just belongs there. So then I put some stones down to just kind of give it a shrine. You know, I talk about building shrines around plants. So now I'm using fabric, which is my artistic medium. I'm using fabric to, I'm using rocks and fabric, soft and hard. This is the most favorable, most nutritious part of my land for my plants. So I had to figure out a way to honor it, build a shrine around it, and for all the plants here to be happy. So it's turning out to be a really nice, nicely decorated spot. If you look at my past videos, you'll see what this place looked like. And now when I want to bring your attention to this, I had maybe about 4,000 DVDs and CDs, and I mean, you can't pay people to take them from you. I didn't know what to do with them. I tried making, I tried making jewelry, you know, little things from the CDs, nothing worked. So then, see, I had these, right? I had a bunch of these, and they were full of CDs. I also had the DVDs that were either no good or I don't have a DVD player. So I had thousands of those. So let me show you what I did. And the shed needed painting. And I hurt my arm, so I couldn't paint it. So I said, can't I use these DVDs to cover up the shed? So that's what I did. And it was as simple as just taking like a thumbtack. Oops. So I put the thumbtack down. I measured it out, kind of, put the thumbtack down, and then just pushed it in. It was that easy. You see, this is one of my this is one of my radio shows, Why Herbs Add Power to Healing. And this is on the Artemis plant. Okay, so we don't use that anymore because we have different technology. So now it's part of the wall on the shed. I really, I hope you're enjoying this. Hey, if you like what you're seeing, please right now, click that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so now and share this information, share. So now I'm going to show you how I made the quilted garden right here. So this is an old skirt. I know you can't see the long view, but so just gonna lay this down. Oops. And then we're gonna go get some pebbles from the other side of the yard, and you'll see why I have to move that garden as soon as you get the view. You will understand why. Here, look, you can have a long range view of what's happening over there and see how the CDs look. And as the sun comes around, I'm going to show you in a little while how it brings so much light to that shed. So I don't have to pollute my garden wall with paint. I didn't want to paint the shed because I want vines, the vanilla vines, to grow up it. Here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see right there how the vanilla is growing? So I didn't want to paint the wood. With the CDs and DVDs, the vine can find its way through there and still feed and attach itself to the spaces that are left in the wood. So it's a win-win. So now I'm going to show you the other side. Ah, love my town. Look at this. Wet. It's been like this. This is actually a better time. It just, I don't even know how to call it a flood. It was more like a river reclaiming its domain. Everywhere water. My lemongrass completely waterlogged. This little patch here with the, well, it's got peas, some John Charles, and well, those are legumes over there. John Charles, a big spiky thing. And the blue vervain, they're doing okay. There's a malva growing in the back. They're going to be fine because they get a little bit of shade and a little bit high. But this here, look at this. I can't even wear shoes. And it's gone down. It's a little later in the day. So this is my entrance. Can't get out. Nobody can get in. I can't get out. That's my water. So that's what's happening over here. My sugar cane is trying to lean over and quit on me, but I thought it'd be worth showing you. Look, I'm gonna walk through the river for you. Look, you hear that? All right, look at this sugar cane. I just planted this. This is about 9 months. Beautiful sugar cane coming in. Look at that. Oh, I wish you were here. You could have some, but I have sugar cane now, and there's other plants there and there and over there. So I was hoping to plant them on the farm, but haven't gotten there yet. So that's my entrance right there, and this is what's going on. So we had to redesign with respect to climate change and what's going on. If you notice, I had the little circles with the stones. I had made the little planting beds. I did use the fabric in the beginning in the perimeter to help retain some of the moisture and nutrition during the dry season, and also to sift out the nutrients while the rain washes through here. But the wrong things started to grow on there, and I've since pulled them out, like all of these things here. The plants that I want to grow aren't doing very well. The cactus got very waterlogged. So what I'm doing now is I'm removing, well, here, see for yourself. Oops. I'm taking the pebbles out of this. my little fairy ring and using them. Come on, let's go. You see how everything is just, it's just too much water. No longer fighting with it. I've heard the sound of the trumpet. So, and look at the difference between that. Hang on a second, I give you all of that and what's happening here. You see, with the shadow of the house, the soil has had a chance. You see how the energy just changes completely. So here we are here. Yeah. I am so super duper proud of this. And you know something? I'm not sure that that's watermelon. I think that's, what is that? Loofah, Spanish towel. So that's gonna grow upwards into the tree. And I'm hoping that it seeks the light in the canopy and finds its way. So just, you know, have a look around, check it out. I'm so happy to be sharing my garden with you. So now I want to align some of these. So I don't know if I'm going to put this here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do that one. Start it from there. So what happens is every time it rains, underneath the ground gets really soft. So all I do is I smash down the stones and they sink. Like the other ones are already sunk. It rained and I came out and stomped on them. Oh wow, you see? Rocks and fabric. That's all it is. Rocks and fabrics. And you know, what started this was that I was weeding, right? So I was pulling out weeds. I was pulling out the way I normally pull out, like, whoa, please don't do that, camera. The way you normally pull out, right? You grab them by their little necks and you uproot it, and then you're left holding something in your hands. You're left holding something in your hands that looks like this. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. I don't like cutting it. I don't like taming it. I don't like fighting it back. So what I wanted to do really is to send a message to the weed. If it can't, just please find somewhere else to grow. And since I saw, after I left that piece of fabric on the ground accidentally, the weeds just decided to grow somewhere else, and they left the space, they left their dead roots, they left their nutrition, they left their little critters, and plenty of worms were there. So I'm simulating that outcome here by putting the fabric down and stitching it down with the rock so it doesn't wash off. And it will retain more moisture during dry season, but it would also retain a lot of the protein, nutrients that wash away when the rain floods and washes through here. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but here we go. I just have a really good feeling about this, you know? You see how it's shaping up? You see how it's shaping up? I'm so happy you can join me this morning. I love it when I can share stuff like this and you can be part of my process. I love this. Now I need a bigger rock, a little bit bigger than what I have there, I think. Or maybe this will do, I don't know. Let me see. Although I wanted it a different color. But, yeah. Nah. I'd rather use it like that so I can get the curve. And then I'll bring in the pebbles. Maybe make a double line or something. You have to get creative with these guys. Well, what do you think? I hope you're inspired to try something similar with what you have. If you've got fabric, you've got, I know what I'm gonna do here. I'm not gonna do this. If you got fabric, a lot of rocks on your land, then you can do something like this. You have a lot of runoff water, need help retaining moisture around your plants, especially during dry season. And I'm noticing the plants are so happy, like the green is richer. I mean, when you look at this compared to the other side of the yard, and I've been able to grow soil here, the quality of the soil is becoming increasingly better. Okay, I know what to do with you now. So yeah, I hope this encourages you to try this. Do you see what I'm doing here? Hang on. Okay. So, did you see? Ta-da! You see how easy it is to work with this? So I'm gonna keep cutting fabric and making shapes. I wish I could keep you with me, but this is kind of a working meditation for me. It's really a beautiful space to go into, and I encourage you to try it. You know, go out into your garden. Don't be afraid to just pull in materials that want to help you out. Biodegradable plastic even, fabrics, old clothing, towel terry cloths, really good. And they control the weeds, and they help retain nutrition and moisture. Now, if you see what I'm doing, I'm actually planting where the holes are, like wherever. Here, there's one. This one here I made already, which you should see. Wait. You see that there? I put a hole in the fabric, and that periwinkle is growing through there. I think that's what it is. I can't really tell what it is now. It could be a soursop too, I don't know. But that's growing through there. Whatever it is supposed to go in through there. So as I get other plants, flowers maybe, then I will just cut holes into the earth. I have a hole there that's ready for planting. So you can plant throughout with this fabric. I'm going to be planting a few things in there, some runners. So everybody has their space. I'm not really sure what I'm going to put here, but I need to cut up some fabric. I had used the feed bags for this, but it's not enough. So I'm going to replace that with fabric and redo that, and then you're gonna see the final results. You'll either see it by the end of day today or tomorrow. Hey guys, listen, if you like what you're seeing, please give us a like, click the like button, share this with your friend. Give us a comment too, let us know what you think so that this system does not make us obsolete. This is Arzu Mountain Spirit. I'm still here, beautiful Belize, hoping that one day you can come and visit and experience this environment, this ambiance, these living healers for yourself. Also follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. And check out the other videos on the channel. Check out all the other videos on the channel. Right? Yay! So I'm going to give you a report either later today or early tomorrow. Give me a holler. Let me know what you think. Love you. Mwah. Bye for now.